This is a demonstration of the Enablemypractice billing module. Billing actually begins with patient registration, where a patient's insurance is added, and you can also capture a picture of their ID, which can also be done as part of the check-in process. Both a picture ID and a insurance card picture can be added into the system, or they can be placed as attachments. We do support primary, secondary, and tertiary payers, and we set up ahead of time the payer database so it's easy to select the various payers, whether it be commercial or Medicaid. Then, billing can either take place from the appointment calendar, where you can bill for visits, or you can also add charges. And it uses the same super bill screen to perform this function. Dedicated billers usually like to use the patient encounter screen. On this screen, we're able to easily sort information about the various encounters. So here's my encounters for the week, and all I have to basically do here is click on the super bill, which will open up the super bill screen. It checks for NCCI edits and any other rules that we've set up to warn you about any particular billing errors. At this point, I can review and change any of the diagnoses, deleting them, or changing the order of them up and down. And you can easily mark one as the primary. I can then add any other services. So if this service is not correct, I can easily go and change the service to any other service that I'm going to bill for. By just simply typing the name, I will select an office visit. And I can also change the diagnoses that are linked to this as well, and add any other modifiers. I can type the modifier or just simply select it. It will automatically enable the pricing if a price is set. If one is not set, I can easily add one as well. If I want to use predefined sets, I can do that. So for example, I can come here and I can select any of the options that I've set up for myself in a very simple way. And I can also set up order sets, which are typically there for billing for medications or labs, but in this case we're not using labs. I can search for ICD-10 codes, and we do maintain the database of ICD-10, and this also allows you to search in a more broad way for codes in case you're not sure where of the exact particular code, and you can see which ones are billable and which one is not billable. Let's just add this. At this point, I am done. I'm just going to finalize it and close it. And at this point, it then goes off my list because I've set it to go off my list. And I would just work through my entire list for the day. And you can see which ones have been worked on because you can see also which codes have been entered for CPT and diagnosis codes. When I'm ready, I just simply go to batch management. I then can click create from final, which will automatically create batches that I can then send out. If it is a print claim, because you can't send electronically, it will create a print batch. When I'm ready, you can see the claims in this batch. There's only one, so I just added one. I can simply go in here and click send, and then it will send it off electronically to the clearinghouse for processing. It will then update the claims to show that they've been sent out. We then receive back statuses about the claims. If the claims have any errors or problems processing, they would show up here. There is an error button that will show the number of claims that have erred. I'm going to click on this one just to show you how it would look. I simply click on the button. I can see which claims have an issue or that I want to review, and I click on the claim. At this point, I can see all the information about the claim. I can also check out the details about their insurance, which I can do on the super bill as well. And I can make any corrections, and then I can close it and go back to my list. So once I'm done addressing any claims or issues, I can move on to my next job, which would be to review any claims that have been paid. On this screen, I see all the claims that come in electronically, or I can add a payment that I received manually on paper. I can also process credit cards if I do get a credit card payment. At this point, I can click on the payer. I can then see what's been paid on a claim. At any point, I can click Import. That will then reconcile the payment with the claim, and if there is a secondary, it will make it ready to be sent to the secondary, put it in a batch. If the patient owes, it will go to patient collections and will show up on their accounts receivable screen. At that point, the patient then would owe, and statements then could be generated if needed. Statements can be sent out electronically, which sends out a text message with a link to the statement to allow them to pay online. We also have a variety of different management abilities here. We have deposit management screen, our insurance collection screen. It's a very nice screen that lets you easily view the status and what's been paid, what has not been paid. We also have a manage claim screen, which allows you to update claims in bulk. If insurance has changed or there's something wrong with a batch of claims, you're able to modify them here in bulk. And this screen's nice because you can easily see what's actually been billed out and any messages that have come in. We also have a dashboard that allows you to see what's been billed out and what's been paid, and then you can even set benchmarks accordingly for all the different payments made by insurers or patients. And then there's over 100 different types of reports that can be generated for financial reports, for tracking purposes. If I have to go and send out appeal letters, I can do that here. This allows me to print the EOBs, print the letter, print notes, all from one screen to simplify the entire process. I also do have the ability to write off claims, both for patient write-offs as well as insurance write-offs. At any time, I do have the ability of going and checking eligibility, which can be done on the appointment calendar automatically, or I can just simply go here and do this in batch for a given patient. Once I do that, the eligibility and coverage comes back in real time if the payer supports it. A common report that would be used for billing, just to give you a view, is we have aging reports, which are very commonly used, and we have CPT and many other financial reports here that can be used to manage your organization and your finances accordingly. Thank you very much.